have perhaps never been in a professional leatherworker shop, well, here's a little tour of my shop. And after 30 plus years of refinement, we'll show you how things are kind of laid out here. First of all, this is a cutting surface that is 5/8 thick. It's polyethylene, and it's a 4x8 foot sheet, which is very appropriately sized for the one side of leather will fit on here very well. Got this leather rack behind me. Works real easily just to pull leather off of here straight onto my cutting surface. So something I clean periodically, pretty well cut up. But you've got 4 sides you can work with. You've got a work side down each side here, and then we flip it over and use the other side. It's my good old Randall machine that I bought from Don King some years back, and it's a Randall, and it's my favorite one of all. I started sewing on a Randall back in 1979. This is my bench here that's got all my metalworking stations. So in a shop, you really want to locate your metalworking stuff separate from where your leatherworking is if possible. So I've got a grinder here, not often, but occasionally I need to grind off a nail or a brad or a escutcheon pin or something like that. I've got my oil bath, oil stone sharpening here, and my broken vise that I need to replace at some point along the way. So I've got rivets and other storage area down below here. This is one of my favorite places in all the world. This is my carving bench. I've got my portable box of tools here that's below the surface of my carving bench here. And got my stamping molds here on this side. Great light coming in, beautiful view. There's my chase pattern splitter, cigar humidor, just in case I need to imbibe on that from time to time. Got here my hot plate for my hot oil treatment, and this is a granite surface that was scrapped from when we built this house 5 years ago in 2009. A great surface to work on. To edge leather, to oil, my oiling station here, I can glue on this. It all cleans up very easily, doesn't absorb any of the glue, the oils and that sort of thing. So a great surface to work on. So I would definitely recommend that. So here, another cutting surface is another polyethylene cutting surface with my tool rack right here, and everything located in just the right place so that when I need a tool, I just reach for it and there it is. And when I'm finished with it, I just put it right back. And it keeps my work surface fairly clutter-free, and for the most part anyway. I've got storage underneath here that's got various things, stirrups, other tools that I don't use all that much. This drawdown stand is unusual. A lot of people wonder where I got it, think it's probably a barber chair, a pedestal for a barber chair, but in fact it is a stand that was used in a mortuary. And there was once a stainless steel table that was bolted to this thing that was about 7-8 feet long and about 2.5 feet wide. And this whole thing tips front to back, raises, lowers, can lock it into place. It also just draw down. It's hydraulic. I can draw things down very easily. Spins around. A very handy deal, and all that's been done to it to modify it is that table has been taken off and this wooden block has been lag screwed onto a casting here on the bottom. So that's a pretty cool little story that goes with that. These benches are all laminated beams that are manufactured right here in the valley, and they make great work surfaces. I cut them off to length and seal them up with a polyurethane finish of some type, and built these bank of drawers underneath that are handy for all kinds of storage, thread, all kinds of places to put tools here. This is also my riveting bench. This is assortment of rivets right here. I've got conchos, stirrup bolts, and a variety of things right here. Make this very convenient to set rivets and do some of the messier kind of stuff, but I don't want to get dirt and so forth onto my cutting surfaces or anywhere else in the shop. Well, if we were to come around here, this is one of my newest acquisitions. This is I got from my parents. It was once in a hardware store in southern Idaho, and so these were hardware bins, and then we've made them into hardware bins even now. So I've yet to organize things as I will later on, but there will be labeling here so I don't have to hunt for which drawer that I need to use here. So if we come on over here to this file cabinet, flat file cabinet is what I think they call these. These are probably more available nowadays in our digitized age. So these make it very convenient. I've got my patterns that are incidentally, these are styrene. I buy this material in 4x8 sheets. It's pattern paper that works very, very good for patterns. They're extremely durable, and it's a 0.020 thicknesses of styrene. So these are all different patterns, so I can rifle through here, and it's all labeled very conveniently. And that's how a professional leatherworker shop is laid out. Everything is laid out in such a manner that we don't want to have too many steps in between stations. So it's laid out efficiently so that there's not too many steps, but it's open enough that there's room to move in here. Now, this is my home away from home.